Every time you say yes to someone else's request for your time, your money, or your energy, you are saying no to yourself. Yes to the friend who asks you to join an expensive dinner you can't afford. Yes to the family member who needs a loan you know will never be repaid. Yes to the coworker who dumps their work on you while you're already drowning. Yes to the subscriptions, the donations, the gifts, the obligations that drain your bank account and your peace of mind. The average people pleaser loses over $10,000 a year and countless hours of their life, not because they're bad with money, but because they're afraid of conflict. They're afraid of disappointing others. They're afraid of being seen as selfish, and that fear is costing them their financial freedom. If you stay until the end of this video, you'll learn exactly how to break the cycle of people-pleasing that's keeping you broke. I'll show you the 4 specific money traps that people-pleasers fall into, the psychological triggers that make you say yes when you should say no, and the word-for-word scripts to set boundaries without feeling guilty. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear plan to stop draining your wallet for the approval of others and start building wealth for yourself. My name is your name, and today we're going to stop being nice at our own expense. Let me start with a story that will sound painfully familiar. A friend of mine, let's call her Rachel, was a classic people pleaser. She earned $55,000 a year as a graphic designer. She had a small emergency fund and was slowly paying off her student loans. Then her sister got engaged. The wedding was out of state. Rachel was asked to be a bridesmaid. Dress, travel, hotel, bachelorette party, gifts, total cost over $3,000. Rachel didn't have that money, but she couldn't say no. She felt guilty. She put it on her credit card. Then her best friend invited her on a destination birthday trip, another $1,500. She said yes. Then her parents asked for a loan of $2,000 to cover a medical bill. She said yes. Within 12 months, Rachel had accumulated $8,000 in credit card debt, drained her emergency fund, and was living paycheck to paycheck. She was anxious, exhausted, and resentful. But she still couldn't say no. She told me, "I don't want to let anyone down." I told her, "You're letting yourself down." Rachel's story is not rare. According to a 2025 study, nearly 70% of people admit to spending money they couldn't afford to avoid disappointing friends or family. The average people-pleasing expense per year is over $1,500 for social obligations alone. Gifts, dinners, trips, events, and that doesn't include loans, co-signed debts, or time spent on unpaid favors. The true cost is much higher. People-pleasing is not generosity, it's fear. Generosity is giving from abundance because you want to. People-pleasing is giving from lack because you're afraid of the consequences of saying no. And that fear is a financial disaster. Let me break down the 4 most expensive people-pleasing traps. Trap number 1, the expensive social obligation, weddings, parties, trips. You get invited to a destination wedding. You can't afford the flight, the hotel, the gift, the outfits. But you say yes because you don't want to be the friend who missed it. You put it on a credit card, you spend months paying it off. Same with bachelorette parties, birthday trips, holiday gift exchanges, and group dinners where everyone splits the bill equally. Even though you ordered a salad and water, the fix: you need a script. "I'm so honored you invited me, but I can't make it work with my budget right now. I'd love to celebrate with you when you get back. Can I take you to lunch?" If they're a real friend, they'll understand. If they pressure you, they're not a friend. And for group dinners, speak up. "I'm going to ask for a separate check." Thanks. Trap number 2, the family loan that never gets repaid. Asterisk: a family member asks for money. You know they have a history of not paying back, but you feel guilty. They're family. You lend them $1,000. You never see it again. You're too embarrassed to ask for it back. You tell yourself it was a gift, but it wasn't. It was a forced donation to someone else's poor financial decisions. The fix: never lend money you can't afford to lose. Better yet, don't lend money at all. Give a smaller amount as a gift if you want, with no expectation of repayment. Use this script: I love you, but I can't lend you money right now. It would strain our relationship. I can give you $100 as a gift, no strings attached. If they get angry, that's their problem, not yours. Trap number 3. Co-signing on debt, the financial grenade. Someone asks you to co-sign a loan for a car, an apartment, a student loan refinance. You want to help, you sign. Then they stop paying. The lender comes after you. Your credit is destroyed. You're on the hook for thousands. Co-signing is not helping, it's financial suicide. The fix: never ever co-sign for anyone, not your sibling, not your best friend, not your adult child. Use this script: I can't co-sign, but I can help you create a budget to save up for what you need. If they can't get a loan without a co-signer, there's a reason. Don't make their problem yours. Trap number 4. Overgiving at work, unpaid overtime and extra projects. You stay late to help a coworker. You take on extra projects because you can't say no to your boss. You work through lunch. You answer emails at midnight. You're not getting paid extra. You're burning out. And you're sacrificing time that could be spent on a side hustle, on learning new skills, or on rest that would make you more productive. People-pleasing at work doesn't get you promoted. It gets you used. The fix: set boundaries. I'd love to help, but I'm at capacity right now. Can we revisit next week? Or I can take that on, but something else will have to wait. What should I deprioritize? You're not being difficult. You're being professional. Now, let me address the psychology behind people-pleasing. Why do we do it? 3 reasons. First, we fear conflict. We've been taught that saying no is rude, that we should be helpful, that others' needs come first. This is especially true for women who are socialized to be nurturers. But conflict avoidance is expensive. Every time you avoid a difficult conversation, you pay in time, money, or stress. Second, we seek approval. We want to be liked. We want to be seen as generous, reliable, selfless. But approval from others is a bottomless pit. No matter how much you give, you'll never get enough validation to fill the hole. The only approval that matters is your own. Third, we feel guilty. We think, I have more than them, I should help. But guilt is a terrible financial advisor. Just because you have a little extra doesn't mean you owe it to anyone. You have your own goals, your own debts, your own future to fund. Putting on your own oxygen mask first is not selfish, it's survival. The hidden cost, opportunity cost. Let me show you the math. Let's say you're 30 years old. You spend $2 in a year on people-pleasing expenses, dinners you didn't want, gifts you couldn't afford, loans you never got back, subscriptions you didn't need but felt obligated to keep. That's $2,000. If you invested that $2,000 each year in a Roth IRA, earning 7% for 35 years until age 65, you'd have over $275,000. That's not a dinner, that's a retirement. That's a house down payment. That's your freedom. Every time you say yes to someone else's request for your money, you're saying no to your future self. That's the true cost of being a people pleaser. The scripts: how to say no without feeling guilty. Asterisk. Let me give you word-for-word scripts for the most common situations. For a friend inviting you to an expensive event: I'd love to come, but it's not in my budget right now. Can we grab coffee next week instead? For a family member asking for money: I can't lend you money, but I can help you find resources. Have you looked into local assistance program or budgeting app? For a coworker dumping their work on you: I'd like to help, but I have my own deadlines right now. Maybe manager's name can reassign some tasks to balance the load. For a salesperson pressuring you to buy, I'm not interested, thank you. You don't owe them an explanation for a subscription that's hard to cancel. I'm calling to cancel my subscription. No, I don't want to hear about a retention offer. Please cancel it now. The key is to be polite but firm. You don't need to justify, apologize, or over-explain. No is a complete sentence. Asterisk the 24-hour rule for people pleasers. If you struggle to say no in the moment, use the 24-hour rule. When someone asks you for money, time, or a favor, say, "Let me check my calendar and get back to you." Then take 24 hours. Ask yourself, do I really want to do this? Can I afford it? Will it help me achieve my goals? If the answer is no, you have 24 hours to craft a polite refusal. This removes the pressure of an immediate response. You'll be amazed at how many yeses turn into nos when you give yourself time to think. Asterisk the relationship audit. Who is draining you? Take a piece of paper. List the people in your life. For each person, ask, do they add to my life or drain it? Do they respect my boundaries? Do they ever say thank you? Do they reciprocate? If you consistently feel anxious, used, or resentful after interacting with someone, they are a drain. You don't need to cut them out completely, but you need to set stronger boundaries, and you need to stop saying yes to their requests. I had a client who was constantly lending money to her brother. She loved him, but he never paid her back. She felt guilty saying no because he had kids. I asked her, has he ever helped you? Silence. Has he ever even said thank you? More silence. She stopped lending. Her brother was angry for a month. Then he figured out another solution. Their relationship survived, and she saved over $5,000 that year. The no muscle. How to practice. Saying no is a skill. It's like a muscle. You need to practice. Start small. Say no to a low-stakes request, a telemarketer, a store clerk offering a credit card, a friend asking you to join a mailing list. Then work up to medium stakes, declining a potluck dish you don't have time to make, skipping a happy hour you don't want to attend. Then high stakes, turning down a loan request, saying no to a family obligation. Each no gets easier. Eventually, you'll be able to say no without guilt, without anxiety, without explanation, and your bank account will thank you. Asterisk the generosity paradox. How to give without resentment. I'm not saying never give. Generosity is beautiful, but give from abundance, not from lack. Set a monthly generosity budget. For example, $100 a month for gifts, donations, and helping others. When that money is gone, it's gone. You say no to everything else. This removes the guilt. You're not saying no because you're cheap. You're saying no because you've already given your budgeted amount. That's responsible, not selfish. A final story. The recovering people pleaser. I want to tell you about a woman named Maria. She was a nurse earning $65,000 a year. She was the go-to person for everyone, family, friends, co-workers. She was always saying yes. She was $15,000 in credit card debt, mostly from helping others. She came to me exhausted. We worked on boundaries, we wrote scripts, we practiced the 24-hour rule. The first few months were hard. Her sister was upset when Maria said no to a $500 loan. Her co-workers were annoyed when she stopped covering their shifts, but Maria held firm. After 6 months, the anger faded. People adjusted. They found other solutions, and Maria had saved $3,000. She used it to pay off a credit card. For the first time in years, she felt in control. She told me, I thought being nice was making me a good person. It was making me a broke person. Now I'm still nice, but on my terms. You can be Maria. You don't have to stop being generous. You just have to stop being a doormat. Your money, your time, your energy, they are finite resources. Every dollar you give to someone else is a dollar you don't have for your retirement. Every hour you spend on someone else's problem is an hour you don't have for your own goals. It's not selfish to prioritize yourself. It's survival. Your action plan: do this today. Here's what you need to do in the next 24 hours. First, identify one upcoming obligation that you can say no to. Write down the script. Practice it out loud. Second, calculate how much you spent in the last year on people-pleasing expenses. Look at your credit card statements. Be honest. That number is the cost of your fear. Third, set a monthly generosity budget. $50, $100, $200, whatever you can afford guilt-free. Fourth, write down the 24-hour rule on a sticky note. I will wait 24 hours before saying yes to any request for money, time, or favors. Fifth, share this video with a fellow people pleaser. They need to hear it. Sixth, comment below. I'm saying no to starting today. Tell me one thing you're going to say no to. I'll reply to the first 100 comments. If this video gave you permission to put yourself first, hit the like button. It helps others who are drowning in guilt. Subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to turn your hobby into a side business that pays you $1,000 a month. Tax Smart Guide. The cost of being a people pleaser is not just money. It's your peace, your time, your goals, your dreams. Start saying no. Your future self is begging you. I'll see you in the next video.